You are now listening to About That Business, hosted by Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an entrepreneur and personal coach who has helped people reach their fullest potential personally and professionally. Take it away, Rom.
Welcome to Rom Wills About That Business. 6 figures and broke. You know what? And I think I touched somewhat upon just the whole concept a few weeks ago when I talked about, you have all these black businesses, but black wealth hasn't changed. And, you would say, well, 6 figures. I mean, you only got, 12% of the population that make over 6 figures. And you got some people out there, but they're broke. And it don't have to be 6 figures. It could be anything that's above the average. I would say, they say the average income in the country is about $56,000. I forgot where I saw that, but I do know that it's about 24% of the 24% of the population, let's round it out to 25, make over $50,000 a year. And and some people in some places, they seem like they have a lot of money. But then you look up, they broke. It's like, how is this? Well, they ain't following the house of money. See, what happens is you get some people that get money. They get a lot of money. So since they have a lot of money, especially after Uncle Sam and particularly FICA get their cut, you get these people get a lot of money. They don't invest the money. Like somebody could be making 6 figures doing whatever, but they don't invest the money. What I mean by investing, income producing assets. Because you have a lot of people who they trying to keep up with the Joneses, or at least who they think are the Joneses. So they'll get a lot of money. Say they get a 6 figure, they get a job, it's paying 6 figures, and of course, the tax man come in there and cut it out. So that's already dipping into it. So you going from 100,000 to really 80,000. And then instead of being smart, getting someplace modest, you get a big place to live. It could be a condo. It could be a house. And y'all know houses, houses only income producing. They're only wealth. A house is only wealth. Like, it's a misnomer to say it's wealth. It's only a wealth when you're making money off of it. It's wealth when you charging rent. That's when it becomes wealth. Other than that, it's a wealth reducing liability, because you got to pay that mortgage every month. That's not increasing your bottom line. You got to pay property taxes. That's not increasing your bottom line. What people are calling wealth is just your potential resale value. People say, yeah, it's worth all of that. Well, no, that's arbitrary depending on the neighborhood, other factors. It could be worth a lot more if you're not redlined. There's a lot of factors there. And even then, it's not wealth. It's potential money. Let me say that again. Like, you can be rich, and that's when you have a lot of money, but you wealthy when you got a lot of assets. Income producing assets. So let's understand that about a house. So anyway, getting back to the original thing. So they can't just get an economy car, get them from point A to B good. Shit, they gotta get that big Mercedes or BMW. They gotta get some money maker, some car they don't need, and a car is definitely not wealth. Unless you talk, it's a representation of wealth, but cars depreciate as soon as you take them off the lot. You get that car, you drive it off the lot, shit. Unless you got that clause, you can bring it back after 30 days or something. You try to take it back, they like, shit, well, here's the trade-in value. And shit, that's a definite wealth reducing. Like anything extra. And a lot of times you get people that get a little bit more money. Because remember, 100,000, you talking, that's more than 88% of the population. So you making more money than everybody around you. And see, a lot of times when people have money and they don't have impulse control, and I'm going to talk about that in my next podcast. They got money but not impulse control. Shoot, they feel like, hey, I can buy that expensive shirt. Or I can go and spend a bunch of money at this bar. Just basically doing other stuff. All of a sudden you look up. Because like I said, you get 100,000, that already goes down to about 80 after taxes. And, you might have a house that gives you a write-off So say it gives you a write-off. You can get it maybe down to 70, maybe even 65, 60, depending on what's up. Right? So you still living off of, you still got to live off the rest. That's why you will get people, they making seemingly a lot of money, but then they broke. They ain't put anything away. And that's the key. The key is how are you making that money work for you? Now, the very base of it is a savings account, but that's the very base. When I say the very base, I mean it's not aggressive. It's just emergency money, really. But can you put it into some type of account and really make it pop? That's the key. That's the key, y'all. And that's the key. So anyway, I'm going to talk about something else with that too. I'm going to talk about something else with that in the next one. So up until that, until then, let's go make that money.